You gotta play a lot.
Fancy Fishy trying to punish some of these players.
I'm definitely on par with pretty much every pro.
I love Fancy Fish.
I'm very excited to go to the World Cup. It's definitely gonna be one of the best things of my life.
Playing for his family, his mom, and trying to do everything he can to make an even bigger name for himself. But speaking of bigger names for himself, this next group has so many top titles, starting off there with Tifu, and then following it up, Unknown Army, Niddle, Funk, Psalm, Clicks, Epic Whale, Karhu, Lasers, and Kurtz. I mean, Bala. What can we say about these players?
Yeah, a lot of huge names. Of course, we'll start with Tifu. The qualifying run he had in week number 3 was one of the most memorable moments out of the entire Fortnite World Cup Online Open. And what a story it was in front of 250,000 people on the stream. No delay, just slayed out and qualified.
He was able to play very well in the LAN environment, has taken that title at TwitchCon. But let's not forget about somebody else who was there. We got Funk Bomb played yesterday on the stage and is looking to continue to pull it forward. Psalm as well, another player who is a big competitive veteran coming from a MOBA background, transitioning into Fortnite and showing his ability to break it down and push the meta farther. And then you have two young warriors out of Clicks and Epic Whale. Those are taking walls, taking names, and pressing forward, doing everything they can to stop their opponents.
Absolutely. Clicks, one of the players who has fully qualified for both solos and duos. And at the end, Kurtz out of Brazil. We're going to continue forward with him and listen to the stuff he had preparing for ahead of the competition. That line most of all out of that entire package. That was amazing. We'll see if it is going to be easy pro today. Going to continue forward, see who's on the floor. It is going to be Luki, Left Eye, Fleeter Moise, T-Jump, Core Gaming, Wakey, Dementos, Banny, Takamura, Cat, and LOL Boom.
And another group loaded with talent. LOL Boom in particular, the young Irish lad, qualified in the same week as the duo Core Gaming. They didn't represent in the duos competition. We got to interview both of them, and they're excited to be here, excited to represent not only for their countries, but also for their families. And then also looking up there, Left Eye and Dementos have been around the scene for a very long time, since the beginning, have that veteran experience, have been in so many of these very, very top-heavy lobbies that they are going to be comfortable.
I'm also looking at Banny, who was Fax Fox's duos from the previous Asian group, and he is one of the most aggressive players. He also plays tons of high ground, tries to look for tons of eliminations on the high ground. So we'll see how the Asian region and how he performs there with his strategy converts to this stage.
But can't forget about Takamura out of Japan, and then Cat coming from Oceania, two players who are very aggressive. But we talked about LOL Boom, we talked about wanting to represent his family and what it means to him. Let's hear a little bit about that from him.
But I live in Ireland, and I qualified for the solo Fortnite World Cup. Every week was really intense. I didn't expect myself to qualify for the solos. It was just unbelievable. What I love about competitive Fortnite is the players around it. Everyone's so nice. People are really humble. I don't really put any pressure on me. I just really focus on this month and this training, and hopefully I do good and bring back home one of the best Fortnite players in the world. I'd like to thank my parents and my brothers especially, and also the viewers that stuck up to me and who are loyal to me, because they're like the only ones that supported me throughout this whole journey.
It's so nice originally seen in the skirmishes, but now wants to perform on the main stage. On to our next group, representing out of NA East, NA West, and Brazil. We have Dracon, Rogue Shark, Colorful, Mega, Bucky, Class, Rux, Pizzas, and Estate.
I just want to talk about Bucky because I know we've talked about it a lot. I know we've talked about on broadcast that video of him qualifying, with his dad in the background coaching him, and he's here today by himself. He has performed on the stage before back at the summer block party. He did quite well there and had a good time on the stage, so we'll see. That was a little bit of a less competition. It was for charity. This today is for $15 million total.
And he's going to want to be pushing the pace, particularly against players like this. Class, extremely analytical, keeps a notebook with him at all times and wants to break down his opponent's interaction. We got to see a little bit from Rux and his baseball-playing grandfather during the pre-show. He has that competitive bones in his body. He was there every single week, and Mega, great performance yesterday. Color one we got to interview on Mother's Day, and he was told, hey, I had to make a deal to even get playing time on the weekend.
Also, going back to Mega real quick, because he had one of the most memorable moments from yesterday's eliminated Nitro and Mongo, biggest duos in Fortnite. That began to
and he barely even reacted. Now, one player, normally, Bala, you and I are very good about going through, breaking these down, knowing their stories. I know very little about Pizzas. It's so hard to find information on. We got to go through the VOD reviews, but he is somebody in one of the few true wild cards, and I'm very interested to see what happens when you run into him. And now we're going to actually get a chance to talk with Zay, who we saw him and Saf have an amazing performance yesterday. Let's see what he's feeling ahead of the competition. Jordan, what do you have for us?
You are not wrong, Sundown. One of the best and most dominant duo players standing right next to me in Zay. Zay, you dominated yesterday, and it's very clear to absolutely everybody, including that number one slot for 5 of the 6 games. Obviously, it's Fortnite, RNG happens, right? But again, going into endgame, you two staying together, locking down high ground, that's ultimately what's securing up. What was your mentality going into duos yesterday?
So we kept the same mentality, same strategies for every single game. After the 3 games, the 3 first games, we had 38 points, so we're really confident. So we didn't change anything. A lot of unfortunate things happened, so we finished with 6 points the last 2 games. After being first for 5 games in a row, we really want to win it, so it felt kind of bad, but still.
Understandable. I mean, at the end of the day, though, Fortnite, this is the biggest payouts, right? Like, we're seeing some amazing payouts here. 4th place is still very much a win, I would think, to a lot of people. Now, going into the solos tournaments today, obviously, you've been performing very consistently over the course of the last year in Fortnite comps. You're faced up against a lot of incredibly talented players from regions all over the world. There's a lot of different play styles here. What's your mentality going into some of these fights?
For solos, I'm going to play like I've been playing for the past year. I'm just going to be confident. I play best with confidence.
Absolutely. Well, we see this confidence. We're going to see it again today on Real Island. What do you have next for us?
Thank you so much, Jordan. And what's surprising to me there is Zay. I mean, it's not surprising at all, actually. He's a true competitor. He placed in 4th place yesterday, and he's very disappointed about that. You can see it on his face.
Definitely felt it wasn't good enough. He said, hey, we wanted it all. We wanted the top spot. And with Zay, we've seen it in the past. That means he's going forward. But now on to our next group, because these competitors are here to also challenge for the top spot. We have Link, Peter Pan, Letchi, Yarkos, Lucia, Mr. Savage, Snazy, Smeef, Blaster, and Issa.
At the beginning of this group that you mentioned, Letchi, one of the most amazing controller players I've ever seen out of Germany, and he was so methodical and so good at the end game. It was unbelievable. The tunneling skills and able to be so aware. I can't be more impressed by Letchi.
Yes, and even in the qualification round, he said, hey, I got the spot. He was almost the first controller qualifier to get in, missed it by 1 place, and that next week when he came back to back solo trap eliminations to just flex on the entirety of Europe. Also rounding out the group, something we saw yesterday was Lucia. He's going to have the time to be on the stage as well as Mr. Savage. They're there. But let's talk about the other controller player making his first trip over here. It is Ghost Issa, the original controller gang, and we had a chance to talk with him ahead of the competition. Let's hear what he had to say.
So I qualified for solos in week 5. It's been 10 stressful weeks, a lot of ups and downs. It's been pretty good. When I qualified, I was so happy. I had a rough 10 games. I think I played 5 games out and died like 4 times on spawn. I was so happy when I qualified. I instantly called my mom and was like, hey, I qualified. I think it's nice that the open qualifiers, literally everyone can qualify. You can be 13 and win millions of dollars, and just everyone is really chill. New York is way different. Like even the air, everything is so much different. The traffic, but I love it. Meeting everyone has been nice so far. My advice would be just keep grinding. That's how you get better. Watch better player play, like watch Mongrel's bots, whatever, and just keep grinding. That's the only way to make it.
Story coming out of Issa, looking to represent him, to do as much damage as possible. You know he's here to take names. Now on to the next group, where you have a lot of what I would consider dark horse contenders, very talented players you don't hear enough about. It's Nyx, King, Clarity G, Astonish, Lunez, Jenkins, Batch, Pika, Storm, and Reverse 2K.
I just want to point out, Astonish's outfit is unbelievably incredible. He has slippers on that have claws on them.
No, those aren't slippers. He's in a full onesie and then has the jersey over it. You can check him out on Twitter. Also known for one of the coolest Flint Knock plays we've ever seen. One of my favorite calls, but also have to talk about Nyx and King. Yes. They're both playing yesterday in the duels. Didn't necessarily get the results they wanted, but they're both known as much stronger individual players. They play much better when they're able to go crazy and do the game plan that they want to do.
Yeah, and in the bottom right there, you see Storm, also known as 4DR Storm. He's one of the players who fully qualified for both solos and duos, and even with his duo partner, Epic Whale, later on. We do also have Reverse 2K on the bottom half of this group. He is on the floor with Jordan Fisher. What do you got?
Standing next to me is Reverse 2K, one of the most gifted mechanically in terms of his aim, his building sense, his speed. Everything about his gameplay is one that I love and look up to personally, and I think for a lot of people here as well. Now, you've already told us that you're dropping Pressure, which is where you dropped in your qualifying week, which is a very smart move, I think, in my opinion. Now, are you planning on keeping a strict rotation schedule, or are you going to be able to be flexible?
We're going to be able to flex more. I know Ninja and I do a spot in Lagoon, so that's my hometown, so we might drop there.
Very comfortable there. Matt up really quickly with some wood right there in those masks. Now, another thing that I love about you, Reverse, you're so vocal and so positive in social media, and a lot of people are supporting you and loving you, very much behind you in this journey. How does it feel to have so much support from Fortnite fans and others that are watching your streams and so forth?
It feels amazing. This Fortnite game is definitely a mental game. If you lose your mind, you're going to lose the game. So a lot of support helps.
Absolutely. Well, we love you, man. We're excited to see you perform today. Bala, Sundown, who's next?
Thank you so much, Jordan. A lot of people from home rooting for Reverse 2K. He's made quite a fan base, and a lot of people supporting him. We're going to continue forward back in the stadium. We do have our next group, Hood J, Arius. We also have our one of Duo's champion from yesterday. It's Aqua, and then Martine, Irus, Robabs, Skylar, Kinstar, and Kinzel.
And we can't forget about Flexi and the X2 twins rounding out the group there, but all eyes are on Aqua, and deservedly so. Nyrock said yesterday, hey, we won because Aqua is a beast. Aqua in his interview said, we're just gonna win. And what did he say last night afterward? He's like, you know, might around, mess around, and win solos as well. He is about it, and he is that skilled. But another player who has that very similar attitude is Eros, somebody who is a controller player, swapped over from console to PC, and I had one fan particularly reach out. He's like, hey, I watch him all the time. He doesn't care about anyone else. Whoever is going, he is flying at them. He wants to be known as one of the most skilled players out there, and then you have to talk about pizza.
At the bottom bottom of that list there. We also have Flexi, who played yesterday in the duos competition. One of the actual fully qualified duos with his partner Letwick, who's playing as well. He's just amazing. His qualifying run actually was one of the most mechanically skilled things I've ever seen, but also what a struggle it was. He had so many setbacks in that week that he qualified that I almost thought that he wasn't going to make it. It was going to be one of the most heartbreaking things I've ever seen.
But he was able to clutch up in the end and get to a spot. You see plenty of French representation coming out there. Of course, Keemstar been around from the very beginning.